I'm Claus Tworeck. I'm in charge of City Sightseeing here in Cape Town, and welcome to our head office, a very special part of our head office in Pardon Island. Cape Town, of course, is in the middle of one of the most dire droughts that we've had, because we've got the lowest rainfall we've had in 100 years. This has caused a severe water shortage in Cape Town, and as a proactive business, we thought the first step to our water journey was to try and cut back our consumption. So our head office here that we're in, which has probably about 60 people in the building at any one time, with more coming through in the morning and the evening as the drivers come back and go home, used to use over 8,000 litres of water, council water, per day. So we managed to reduce that consumption to just over 3,000 litres a day by washing buses selectively, by cutting back the amount of water in the toilet cisterns, by changing the taps to low flow taps. But even that wasn't enough. So ultimately we are very lucky that we are one block away from the sea here in Pardon Island, and we have a lot of natural groundwater, seawater, directly below the building. So we put a well point down which goes up and down as the high and the low tide comes, and we extract that water and then put it through this wonderful desalination plant that you can see behind me, where we now produce all of our internal water directly from seawater. So we produce fresh water from the seawater, which we then feed into the building, and it runs everything from the water I drink and everybody else in the building drinks, right through to washing the occasional buses. Some of the other techniques that we've used here to further reduce our water footprint is that we recycle our air conditioning condensation water. So for example, our mechanics in the workshop now wash their hands using air conditioning water, and all of the air conditioners in the office get put into the wash bay, into a tank, and all of our buses get mopped and cleaned where possible using that water first. So our overall consumption, which started at over 8,000 litres, went down to 3,000 litres before we put this plant in, is now down to something like under 30 litres per day, which is still one or two taps in the kitchens for those staff members that prefer to drink council water than desalinated water. We are South Africa's first, and to my knowledge still only, carbon neutral bus company. We measure our carbon footprint very carefully, which gets audited by an external company, and we then purchase carbon credits to offset that carbon footprint that we produce using our diesel vehicles. In addition to that, we've covered the roof of our head office here in solar panels, and we're now capable of producing up to 80% of our electricity needs from the sun.